Good morning, friends. This is Ian from Billionaire Traders Club, and I welcome you today on 22nd of September 2021 on the on the 10 o'clock update. So, uh, let's look into the markets. Uh, Looking into the markets, what we find the Asian markets. Let's start with Japanese market. It's down 67%, which is about 200 points. Australian market is up by 42 points, and New Zealand market is uh, up by half a percent. Shanghai, uh, other Chinese markets are negative. Hang Seng is uh, positive by half a percent, 122.40%. Taiwan is heavily down by 2.10%, which converts to 362.02%. Set is down, it's sort of flattish, it's down by 0.02%. Kospi, IDX Composite, PSI Composite, they are all in green at the moment. Let's look into how the European markets worked out. They all closed green, as we had seen in last night's update. U.S. markets, as we can see in the on screen, were flattish to negative. Nasdaq was the one that closed in green. Otherwise, S&P 500 and Dow Jones closed in the red. India VIX is growing, so it's a sign of bearish sentiment. Nifty, which opened slightly negative, has risen up, and it is sort of flattish at the moment. It is neither here nor there. Same for BSE Sensex, but Nifty Bank, we can say it is also flattish. It's down by 0.2%. US dollars, USD INR is moving towards negative zones. It's as there are a lot of commentary on this that it is moving in a sideways for quite a long time. It is not really going anywhere. It is moving between 70, say, since July or since August. It is in the month of September itself. It's not moving between 73.8 to 73.2, 73.3. So it's very flattish at the moment. Last big moves had happened in in the end of August. After that, it's sort of after coming up, it has sort of become flattish, and it's not really moving much. So it's in a it's range bound at the moment. So let's see if any action comes out of it. The US dollar, USD INR moves are obviously a derivative of how the US dollar index is working, and we can see if we take up a daily chart that it's pretty much flattish in its own way. It's indecisive from, say, if we take the August one, it's moved, but it's not really been able to capture the 93.736 peaks anymore. Sgx Nifty, again, after attempting in the morning early, trying to break above 17,600, it's again trying to break above it. So we can hope that Nifty can attempt 17,800 or so. As I said yesterday in the afternoon, in the late night session of final analysis. That 17,800 is somewhere where call writing is there, and I expect the movement to happen, a big movement to happen during the day. Dow futures at the moment is negative. Uh, let's refresh this page. Yeah, it's negative. It's so we should expect Dow to go up, but Nifty and US markets are obviously at divergence from each other. Let's look into some of the other stocks. This is Nifty charts at 3 minute, and this has met its support around, this is Nifty futures. It has met support around 17,526. So those who are trading into futures or looking into buying calls or buying or selling puts, they can do it around 17,550 or 17,500. Like that is sell puts or buying calls. The immediate resistance, as I can see, is at 795, 1795, and the volume that I saw at 10 a.m. is highish, and there might be some indecision here, uh, but RSI is greater than 60, so there might be strength in up move at the moment. So I will not be bearish. I will be bullish for at least the next couple of hours. Bank Nifty. If we look into Bank Nifty, Bank Nifty is also in a positive mode. It's below its yesterday's closing, and it is above its supports. So at the moment, it's had a big move, but not that big that it will uh, uh, be above yesterday's closing. But we can have a wait and watch. It's above VWAP, so theoretically, I would expect a biggish move here. It's above 55, so anybody buying futures um, can buy a long trade into Bank Nifty, and I would expect people to buy around 37 to 80 or 37 uh, 300 abouts Bank Nifty, because that's where the VWAP is. And if you are buying calls, so you can buy at 37 200. So that would be my attempt for buying calls, because VWAP should act as a support as long as RSI is above 60. So let's look into these two factors. USD INR is something else I'm looking at, and it's falling. It's at the moment negative. So I would sell USD INR at the moment, showing big volumes at the moment, and it's quite receptive towards fall, and it's below VWAP also. So intraday, it's a good trade to have short positions in USD INR. Let's look into some of the stocks that I had recommended. So number one stock was Adani Transmission, and Adani Transmission, I have been talking about it being bullish, but as I said that it was hitting lower circuits throughout the day, and a somewhat of a reversal is coming up, but at the moment it is bearish. Uh, so, but only thing that one can look into it is that uh, the zigzag is showing as a upward move, and it has It's currently indecisive, so let's wait for it to cross above 1727 to make any new purchases. Uh, it did show somewhat of a attempt to go up, and that attempt has failed because maybe profit booking has happened, but this profit booking has happened at lower volumes. There was another attempt to break the VWAP. So let us see how the bulls and bears work out. We can look into the volumes also at, in Adani Transmission. At the current moment, there are more buyers in this. So in a 5-minute chart and then a 3-minute chart. So let's look into 30-minute chart. There are more buyers, so I am expecting a reversal. So anybody who's getting into it long term should look into daily charts and wait for the reversal to happen, because that is what I am expecting in Adani. Bajaj Holding, there was a huge movement yesterday, and there's 16 points up move has already happened with some options, with some profit booking. Currently, it is flattish, and I expect much more up move to happen since the RSI is above 55. So those who have bought into it should keep on holding it, and it is already bullish. BPCL, on the other hand, after a fall, has had slight reversal. uh, I would expect more fall to come here if it is just profit booking at the moment. But since its RSI is above 69 on a daily basis, I would book some of the profits, because it has been falling for quite a while and it might have hit its um, lows. So I would book 70% of the profit at the moment. Indus Bank continues to grow at the moment, so I would ideally uh, do pyramiding and add more at this moment, maybe uh, 20% more shares into my portfolio. Same for Indus Towers, it is growing at the moment, and it's increased by 3.75, that is about 1.40%. And those who are adding at this moment can keep on adding, since it is both above EMA 20 and EMA and VWAP on a daily basis. ITC, let's look into ITC. ITC is a stock that is quite interesting. As I'm saying that some reversal can happen, and I can see some stalling has happened uh, on a intraday basis. I would do some selling in this, and if I have ITC in portfolio, I will book my profit minimum of 60% if I have not already booked my profits in ITC. Indigo, again, I had said it's heavily overbought conditions in on a daily chart, and it continues to be overbought, and it's sort of moving up. So I would uh, I would not take any more trades and keep on holding my uh, long positions till I see some reversals. On a intraday basis, it's still not viable to take any more positions in this. On a positional manner, I would not take any more trades in this. SBI Life is a new trade that has come in. So obviously, those who had kept overnight or taken overnight positions, long positions, would have profited from this, because it really moved up. But from there, it went below VWAP and has gone down. Uh, but at the time of going down, one can see the volumes were less. Only high volume was in this last chart. This shows that insiders have drained out their own godown, and they are trying to uh, misguide the public into thinking that this is a negative move or a bearish move, and from here they will try to take the price up. So be cautious, people, and at this moment you should uh, work along with the insiders and try to buy into it. So ideally buy above RSI 55. So above RSI 55, buy into SBI Life. So this is my opinion. So friends, this was a quick update on the market. I hope you have a good trading day today. This is Ayan signing off from Billionaires Traders Club.